I wanted to go through some of my Lavera favourites. Now some of these have been my favourites for years and you know they're a steady part of my beauty arsenal, and some of the things I'm going to go through are slightly more recent discoveries, but I just want to take you through them and tell you how I use them, how I incorporate them into my skincare routine. But I've got a little bit of a a warning for you before I start, which is that I'm obsessed with rose. So I could have done a whole video on rose things from Lavera, because Lavera just happened to do rose like nobody else. They've got a huge range of rose products, so I'm spoilt for choice. And they do this range called Wild Rose, which is from the Faces range, which is, it smells like roses and sweets mixed together, so it's the perfect combination. The first, probably my most used Lavera product, is the Liposome Intensive Cream, which is designed as an anti-wrinkle cream, and so it's quite rich and intensive, but it actually dries with no residue whatsoever. I put quite a lot on and I really massage it in. If my skin's feeling dull or a little bit stressed, you know, changing the weather, so you're going into rooms all the time that's centrally heated, or if you're on a long plane journey, then that's when I'd definitely be using a thick layer of this and massaging it in. And it doesn't dry with any particular residue, but it leaves this nice, dewy, healthy finish. So I absolutely adore this one. There's a cleansing milk as well, which I use in the same kind of way. Very thick layer, and you can use it over the eye area too, so you massage that in, remove your eye makeup. And I'll usually do it when I'm sat in a bath, and then leave it on for a few minutes, take it off with a muslin cloth, and just leaves my skin feeling nice and nourished, so it's not a stripping cleanser by any means. Now obviously everything's very natural, there's no nasty ingredients in there, but if you do find that your skin is very easily irritated, ultra sensitive, and you're allergic to every single ingredient under the sun, then I can't recommend highly enough the neutral cream, which is a lot thicker than the rose one. So great if you've got very dry or very mature skin as well. But it's just very rich and very nourishing, and really just gets in there and makes your skin feel very soothed and calmed. And if I'm on a shoot and I'm, you know, having makeup on all day and taken off and my face scrubbed with baby wipes or whatever the makeup artist uses, then this is what I will use at the end of the day, just to get my skin calmed down and rebalanced really. So that's excellent. And there's also the all-round cream, which is in a rather retro tin, reminds me of shoe polish. I would use this more for the body. I hope this isn't too much information, but I actually use it on the scaly shin skin that you get in the winter, or I get anyway, that goes a little bit like crocodile skin. I find that can be really itchy, and so I slather this on. You can probably tell it's like a, thank God that didn't fall out, it's like a cream or butter typed product. Really gorgeous shea butter. I've just realised I missed out one of my important rose products that I was telling you about. This is the Rose Garden Bath Oil. Absolutely gorgeous. It's like a premium luxury bath oil, but not at that price. Smells amazing, and I always find that when I step out of the bath after I've used it, I don't need to moisturise. It seems to leave this film or residue, which I really love. So that is a top buy, that one. Now I'm trying to remember what I was going to do next. I had this all planned out and I'm losing it. My Age. Right, now the My Age range, I started off with the intensive eye cream actually. I'd recommend this for 30s onwards. If your skin's feeling very dry and you've got lots of fine lines, more mature skin, then this is great. Probably best not to go for it if you've got very young skin or you're acne prone, because it is very nourishing and rich. In that case I would go for the eye roll-on, cooling eye roll-on, which I use during the summer, and especially if you were studying a lot or using the computer a lot, really nice just to refresh and brighten and tone up the eye area. But my recent discovery from this range is the Lifting Concentrate, which is a serum. And a serum, in case you don't know, is something you put on before your moisturiser, as almost like a shot of very concentrated ingredients. This one's beautiful, and I find that if you keep it in the fridge and you feel a little bit tired or worse for wear, then it's just beautiful. Eating your breakfast, go downstairs with cleansed skin, have your breakfast, and then take this out of the fridge, and just it's a really nice shot of almost wake up skincare. So that one is, I'm reading it in French, the concentrated lifting serum. And my most recent discovery, which is the Summer Glow Facial Moisturiser. Now, this is like a gradual tanner, and it's a really nice foolproof way of using fake tan on the face. This one's actually quite instant, and I find that the very next day, or even during the day, it develops this really nice sun-kissed glow. And moving into autumn or the winter months especially, it's nice to have that healthiness to your skin without having to actually go in the sun, because most of us, can't go on regular winter sun holidays. So I've actually got this on at the moment, and it's just giving a nice radiance without being too obviously tanned, because it's nice to have that pale and interesting look as well, but sometimes we just feel a little bit jaded going into winter, so that one's really, really good. So that's the last product I'm going to show you today. Hopefully that's given you a good idea of the products that I use and the way that I use them and how I incorporate them into my skincare routine. But hopefully I shall be back soon with more recommendations.